Happy Draftmas Day to all you Dallas Cowboys fans.
Merry Draftmas, my friends.
Today is the day that it all begins here in the Sportsocracy, and one last chance for us to get in another mock draft.
We're mock drafting motherfuckers. I want a shirt that says that.
At ESPN Draft Nerd Jeremy Greene's final mock draft for the Dallas Cowboys, and all eyes are on a guard in the first round.
This is the team I'm the most comfortable with, where I think they would go if everything went their way. In my mock, it did. I look at this team and go, I want to come away from this draft with a guard to replace Connor Williams. I would like to have somebody that can play on the defensive line. I would like another outside developmental tackle piece, a linebacker, since I fully believe Micah Parsons is going to play full edge a lot, and a receiver, a couple of those later day 3 needs, but that's what I would like to come away with. The player that I feel very sure that they are targeting, and Vegas is too, Zion Johnson, the guard out of Boston College.
Yep, that will be the pick at number 24 overall.
To me, one of the safer players in this draft. I've loved him for a long time. He's done nothing but scream up boards. Immediate day 1 starter. Didn't get the love because he was at Boston College. I look at Zion Johnson very similarly to how I look at Tyler Linderbaum. This is one of the highest-rated players I've ever had at this position. I absolutely love him. I don't know what took people so long to figure it out when they were talking about him going in the 3rd round. And to me, there's no shot he slides past Dallas. If he's on the board at 24, that is the selection.
At number 56 in the 2nd round, defensive tackle Demarvin Leal out of Texas A&M. That's a big dude for the Cowboys.
2 things to talk about here. One, people always undervalue how much better tape and intel you have on guys that played college ball or are located very close to where you are. Demarvin Leal falls into that. They love his the variety that he can play with, can play on the edge, can play in the interior. I feel the same way about Demarvin Leal that I do about Zion Johnson. If he's on the board when they pick in round 2, I don't see how they let him get by them.
In the 3rd round at pick number 88, a guy that might have some red flags, but there's no doubting the talent that he has on the football field. Sam Williams, the edge rusher from Ole Miss.
If you graded this in a vacuum, he'd be right behind George Karlaftis in terms of edge talent. The problem is that he has off-the-field red flags, and, hey, you would replace one guy that had those with another guy that has those. Dallas has never had an aversion to this. I love the player. If this was just in a vacuum, he would be a top 40 player in this draft. I think he would be an immediate contributor for Dallas. You're just going to have to do the same thing with him you did with Randy Gregory. You're going to have to make sure somebody keeps an eye on him, that the maturity issues don't come up again.
Mm-hmm. Saturday afternoon is going to be fun for Dallas Cowboys fans because you got a shitload of picks in the 5th round of this draft alone.
You can see those on the screen here. Several guys to talk about here. Isaiah Weston, RAS monster. I think now the narrative on him has gone too high. I'm hearing him go back end of day 2. I don't buy that. The tape on him just doesn't lend to that. Very poor man's Christian Watson, but there is a lot to like. Could be developed into a player down the line. I know they really like Grant Calcaterra, and they also like Dawson Deaton, the center from Texas Tech. There's no team in the league whose mock has more players that played college football in the state that your team is located in than the Dallas Cowboys.
We will cover all 262 picks of the NFL Draft live here in the Ingles Studio, and it all starts tonight with round 1.
You think I'm talking fast now? Wait till you see Saturday. I'm going to have smoke coming out of my ears. We'll have instant analysis, team grades, my expansion team picks. That's a concept we had last year that we're going to expound upon this year. Plus, we're going to drink beer. We're going to, tell jokes. We're going to have a good old damn time. This will be like watching the draft at a bar with your buddies. The only difference is no chance of a DUI.
Plus, your analysis and your comments, all available. We will be reading those throughout the draft as well. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'll get you into the chat.
I am the Wish version of Mel Kiper with better hair. The difference is you send him a question, it goes into the ether. You ask me one, and I'll answer it in live time.
He will indeed. We always come to you from the Ingles Studio. Ingles Supermarkets, low prices, love the savings. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Flowstradamus Jeremy Greene, and we will see you tonight.